The forest floor erupted. The announcement of the great race traveled from the canopy to the burrows in a single morning. Animals gathered in a frantic, shifting mass near the central clearing, their calls echoing off the ancient trunks. Everyone wanted to be the fastest. Everyone wanted the glory. Then, a quiet crunching sound cut through the noise. Slow-mo pulled himself toward the registration desk. He moved with agonizing, deliberate focus. A rabbit nearby stopped mid-laugh, nudged a squirrel, and pointed a paw at the snail's shell. "You are kidding, right?" The rabbit scoffed, his voice sharp enough to cut the air. "The race is for those who run, not those who drag their lives behind them. You will not even make it past the first bend." Slow-mo did not stop. He did not turn his head or offer a retort. He pushed his weight forward, 1 millimeter at a time, until he reached the desk. He left a faint, silver trail in the dirt, a mark of his presence amidst the chaos. He ignored the rabbit's sneer, his eyes fixed on the line ahead. He had signed his name. He was ready. The mockery was just noise in the wind. The signal sounded, a sharp crack of wood against wood. The rabbit did not run. He blurred. He vanished into the undergrowth before the dust from the starting line had even settled. Others followed in a frantic, thundering stampede, their movements erasing the path. Within 10 seconds, the clearing was empty. Silence rushed back in to fill the void. Slow-mo moved. He navigated a single patch of gravel, his weight shifting with heavy, rhythmic intent. He was entirely alone. The forest seemed to expand, its scale becoming crushing without the noise of the others. By midday, the rabbit was already at the finish line, sprawled out in a patch of sunlight. He let out a long, rattling snore, his ears twitching in his sleep. Not far away, a squirrel sat on a stump, methodically stacking acorns into 3 distinct piles. They were finished. They were waiting. Back in the deep woods, Slow-mo reached a patch of damp, dark earth. He did not look for the finish. He looked for the path directly beneath his feet. Every inch he gained was a victory against the sheer expanse of the world. The gap between them was not just distance. It was a different way of existing. The sun dipped below the jagged horizon, pulling the warmth from the air. Shadows stretched long and thin across the forest floor, turning familiar routes into towering obstacles. Slow-mo reached the edge of the dark forest floor and stopped. He crawled over a mushroom that pulsed with a steady, neon blue light, the glow reflecting off his shell like liquid starlight. He pressed forward, his path leading him into the hollow of an ancient, rotting tree. Inside, the space vibrated. Fireflies gathered in the gloom, humming in a low, perfect harmony that resonated against the wood. He squeezed into a narrow rock crevice, the stone cool and damp against his skin. Tucked deep within the crack, he found moss that shimmered with the shifting colors of a rainbow, a hidden spectrum, invisible to those who moved too quickly. The sky turned ink black above the canopy. The forest fell into a profound, heavy silence. The world outside the crevice felt miles away. He did not rush. He did not fear the dark. He navigated the shadows with the same rhythmic, deliberate focus, learning the secret pulse of the earth while the rest of the world waited in the distance. The final stretch was a blur of shadows and cold, damp earth. Slow-mo pulled his weight forward, one slow contraction after another, until the ground leveled out. The air grew heavy, thick with a scent of damp fur and waiting. He crossed the line, The finish was not a roar of applause, but a profound, hollow silence. Only the sound of heavy, rhythmic breathing remained. A massive shape shifted in the darkness ahead. The bear judge. He knelt, his shadow eclipsing the ground where the snail rested. The bear did not look at the clock. He did not look at the other animals who had long since grown cold in their impatience. He leaned down, his eyes level with the snail, and the forest held its breath. The bear asked, "Tell me, what did you see on your journey?" The question hung in the air, stripping away the concept of time. Slow-mo felt the vibration of the earth against his shell. He prepared to speak. The race had ended, but the weight of the question demanded a truth that speed could never provide. The bear waited, his gaze steady, as the focus shifted from the finish line to the path itself. Slow-mo spoke. He described the pulse of the neon blue mushroom, the harmonized hum of the fireflies, and the hidden rainbow moss found in the rock crevice. Every word was deliberate, a slow recounting of wonders the racers had sprinted past. The bear listened, then stood tall, his massive frame silhouetted against the night. "The fast ones see only the finish line," the bear said, his voice deep and resonant. "But the slow ones see the world. You have not lost, you have simply chosen a different path." The judge stepped aside, clearing the way. Slow-mo turned away from the finish line, his shell catching the pale light of the moon. He did not look back at the others who had finished hours ago. He extended his body, pressed his foot against the earth, and began to crawl again. He moved with the same steady, rhythmic focus he had maintained since the start. There was no need to match the speed of the forest. His own rhythm was his own truth. He disappeared into the tall grass, content to travel at the pace of the world, following a path that belonged only to him.